Start your day with these 5 drinks, and your kidneys will thank you. Most people over 60 reach for the same cup every single morning without ever asking what it's actually doing to their kidneys before breakfast is even on the table. Here's something most doctors never sit down and explain to you. Your kidneys are working around the clock, filtering your entire blood supply dozens of times a day, every hour, every minute, without a single break. And the very first thing you put into your body in the morning sets the tone for how hard your kidneys have to work for the next 16 hours. The truth is, most seniors are unknowingly starting their day with habits that concentrate toxins in the bloodstream, stress the tiny filtering structures inside the kidneys, and quietly accelerate decline one ordinary morning at a time. But here's the good news. Your kidneys are remarkably adaptable. Give them the right support first thing in the morning, and they can flush waste more efficiently, calm inflammation, and even help protect the function you still have. Today, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 morning drinks that support healthy kidney function, back them up with the science behind why they work, and show you exactly how to prepare each one correctly. These aren't rare ingredients or expensive supplements. Every one of these is something you can start tomorrow morning. Stick with me until the end, because drink number 3 is one that most people skip simply because they don't like the taste. And that's a mistake, because it may be the single most effective drink on this entire list for people over 60. Let's get into it. If you've only ever thought of beets as a salad topping, what's about to happen inside your blood vessels when you drink beet juice in the morning is going to change how you think about this humble root vegetable entirely. One of the biggest hidden threats to kidney health after 60 is poor blood flow. Your kidneys receive roughly 1/5 of the blood your heart pumps every single beat. When circulation to the kidneys is sluggish, often because blood vessels have stiffened with age, the kidneys don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to filter efficiently. Over years, this reduced blood flow contributes to a slow, silent decline in kidney function that most people never notice until it's already advanced. Beet juice supports kidney health in 3 specific ways. First, beets are one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. Once in your body, these nitrates convert into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes and widens blood vessels. Wider blood vessels mean more blood and more oxygen, reaching your kidneys with every heartbeat. Second, this improved circulation directly supports healthy blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the 2 leading causes of kidney disease, damaging the delicate filtering vessels inside the kidneys over time. A study published in the journal Hypertension found that daily beet juice consumption measurably lowered blood pressure in participants within just a few hours of drinking it, with effects that compounded over repeated daily use. Third, beets contain betalains, powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds unique to this vegetable. Betalains help neutralize the oxidative stress that builds up inside kidney tissue every time your kidneys filter waste. Less oxidative damage means your nephrons, the microscopic filtering units inside your kidneys, stay healthier for longer. Here's exactly how to do this the right way. Use 4 ounces of pure beet juice, either freshly juiced from raw beets or a quality unsweetened bottled version with no added sugar. If you're juicing at home, 1 medium beet is roughly enough for a single serving. 2 important warnings. Do not add sugar or mix with sweetened fruit juices. This cancels out the blood pressure benefits and adds an unnecessary glucose load your kidneys then have to process. And if you are on blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before making beet juice a daily habit, since the combined effect can sometimes lower blood pressure more than expected. 1 small glass of beet juice 3 to 4 mornings a week is enough to give your circulatory system, and by extension, your kidneys, a meaningful boost. Hibiscus tea looks like nothing more than a pretty deep red infusion. But inside that cup is one of the most extensively studied plants in the world for supporting healthy blood pressure, and for seniors, that makes it directly relevant to protecting kidney function for decades to come. As I mentioned with beet juice, high blood pressure is one of the primary drivers of kidney damage. But here's what most people don't realize. Blood pressure doesn't have to be dangerously high to cause harm. Even blood pressure that sits in the slightly elevated range for years, the kind many seniors dismiss as normal aging, steadily wears down the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys. This is a slow, silent process, which is exactly why it's so often missed until real damage has already occurred. Hibiscus works on kidney-adjacent health from 3 different angles. First, hibiscus contains compounds called anthocyanins, the same pigments that give the tea its deep red color. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition found that participants who drank hibiscus tea daily for 6 weeks experienced a significant drop in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure compared to those given a placebo beverage. Second, hibiscus acts as a mild natural diuretic, gently encouraging the kidneys to release excess sodium and fluid. This matters because excess sodium retention forces the kidneys to work harder and contributes directly to elevated blood pressure. A gentle nudge in the right direction, done consistently every morning, adds up. Third, hibiscus is loaded with vitamin C and additional antioxidant compounds that help combat the oxidative stress your kidneys generate every time they filter your blood. The same free radical damage we talked about with beet juice, tackled from a different angle. Here's the right way to prepare it. Steep 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried hibiscus flowers or 1 hibiscus tea bag in 8 ounces of hot water, not boiling, just below boiling, for 5 to 7 minutes. The longer steep time is important here. Hibiscus needs more time than green tea to release its full antioxidant content. A couple of cautions here. Do not add sugar or honey in large amounts, since this defeats the blood pressure benefit by adding an unnecessary glucose spike. And if you are already on blood pressure medication, be aware that hibiscus can enhance the effect. Always check with your doctor before making it a daily habit, especially if you're also drinking beet juice, since the two combined can have an additive effect. 1 cup of hibiscus tea each morning, enjoyed either hot or chilled over ice, is enough to provide real, measurable support for healthy blood pressure and, in turn, healthier kidneys. Before we get to drink number 3, the one I mentioned at the very beginning, the one most people skip for the wrong reasons. If this video is helping you see your morning differently, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. We publish a new senior health video every week, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Also, drop a comment below and let me know your age and where you're watching from today. I read every single one, and here it is, the drink most people over 60 skip simply because plain infused water doesn't feel like it's doing anything. But that assumption is exactly backwards, and once you understand the mechanism, you'll see why this quiet, unassuming drink may be the most protective one on this entire list. Here's a problem almost nobody talks about. After 60, your sense of thirst becomes far less reliable. Your body's internal signals for dehydration weaken with age, which means many seniors walk around mildly dehydrated for days or even weeks at a time without ever feeling thirsty enough to notice. And mild chronic dehydration is one of the most underestimated stressors on kidney tissue there is. Every toxin, every mineral, every metabolic byproduct your body needs to eliminate has to be dissolved in adequate fluid before your kidneys can filter it out. Without that fluid, everything concentrates, and your kidneys are forced to work far harder than they should. Cucumber mint water tackles this problem from 3 separate angles. First, and most simply, it makes drinking enough water genuinely enjoyable. The flavor from fresh cucumber and mint encourages you to actually finish your glass and refill it, rather than leaving water sitting untouched on the counter, which is one of the biggest reasons seniors underhydrate in the first place. Second, cucumbers themselves are roughly 96% water, along with small amounts of potassium and silica, a mineral compound that supports healthy connective tissue, including the tissue that makes up your blood vessel walls, the very vessels that deliver blood to your kidneys. Third, mint contains natural compounds that support healthy digestion and gentle detoxification pathways in the gut, which indirectly reduces the overall toxic load your kidneys have to process. Less pressure from the digestive side means your kidneys can focus their filtering capacity where it matters most. Here's exactly how to make it the right way. Slice half a cucumber and 8 to 10 fresh mint leaves into a large pitcher of water, about 1 liter. Let it infuse in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, though overnight is even better for a fuller flavor. Sip it steadily throughout the morning rather than gulping it all at once. 2 things to keep in mind. Use fresh cucumber and mint rather than bottled cucumber-flavored waters, which are often loaded with artificial flavoring and sometimes sodium-based preservatives that work directly against your kidney health goals. And replace the pitcher every 1 to 2 days to keep it fresh, since infused water without preservatives doesn't keep as long as plain water. Sipping 16 to 20 ounces of cucumber mint water across your morning is a simple, almost effortless way to solve the dehydration problem most seniors don't even know they have. Dandelion has a reputation as nothing more than a stubborn backyard weed. But herbalists and increasingly researchers have looked much more closely at this plant. And what they found has direct relevance to how efficiently your kidneys clear waste every single day. Your kidneys and your liver work as a team. The liver processes and breaks down toxins, hormones, and metabolic waste, and much of what the liver processes eventually has to pass through the kidneys to be eliminated from the body. When this partnership slows down, which naturally happens with age, waste products can linger in the bloodstream longer than they should, adding to the kidney's workload and contributing to that low-grade inflammation we've talked about throughout this video. Dandelion Root Tea offers 3 distinct forms of support here. First, dandelion root acts as a gentle, natural diuretic, encouraging the kidneys to release excess fluid and sodium in a way that's considerably milder than harsh over-the-counter diuretics. This helps reduce the fluid retention many seniors experience without placing undue stress on kidney tissue. Second, dandelion is rich in potassium, which might sound surprising for a diuretic, since most diuretics deplete potassium as they work. Dandelion's natural potassium content actually helps replace what's lost, making it easier on your body's mineral balance than many synthetic alternatives. Third, and perhaps most interesting, dandelion root contains compounds that support healthy liver function specifically. A study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that dandelion root extract measurably supported liver enzyme activity in study participants, which in turn reduces the downstream burden placed on the kidneys to filter out incompletely processed waste. Preparation is simple, and here's how to get it right. Steep 1 teaspoon of dried roasted dandelion root, available at most health food stores or online, in 8 ounces of hot water for 8 to 10 minutes. The longer steep time allows the deeper, slightly nutty flavor to fully develop, similar to a mild coffee substitute, which many seniors find they actually prefer over their usual morning coffee. 2 cautions worth noting. If you are on any diuretic medication or blood thinning medication, speak with your doctor before adding dandelion root tea to your routine, since its natural diuretic effect can interact with these. And avoid dandelion if you have known allergies to ragweed or related plants, as cross-reactivity is possible. 1 cup of dandelion root tea in the morning, 3 to 5 times a week, is enough to give your liver-kidney partnership the gentle support it needs without overwhelming your system. I saved this one for last, not because it matters the least, but because, without it, absolutely nothing else on this list works. And most seniors over 60 simply are not drinking enough of it. Every single benefit we've talked about today, the nitrates in beet juice, the anthocyanins in hibiscus, the gentle hydration boost from cucumber mint water, the liver support from dandelion root, every one of these depends on having enough baseline water in your system for your kidneys to actually do their filtering job. Your kidneys cannot concentrate, process, or eliminate anything without adequate water as the medium to carry it through. As we touched on earlier, thirst signals weaken with age. This means the vast majority of seniors are walking around in a state of chronic low-grade dehydration without ever feeling the thirst that would normally prompt them to fix it. Research published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology followed adults over time and found that those with consistently higher water intake showed a significantly slower rate of kidney function decline compared to those who drank less, and the protective effect was strongest specifically in adults over 55. Here's something important that most people get wrong. More is not automatically better, particularly if you already have advanced kidney disease. Kidneys that are significantly impaired can struggle to eliminate excess fluid, which can lead to dangerous swelling and added strain on the heart. If you have been diagnosed with kidney disease, always follow your doctor's specific fluid guidance rather than a general recommendation like this one. For most seniors without advanced kidney disease, the goal is steady, spread out hydration rather than large amounts all at once. Start your morning with 8 to 12 ounces of plain water immediately after waking, before coffee, before anything else, to rehydrate your body after 7 or 8 hours without fluid. From there, sip consistently throughout the day rather than trying to catch up with a few large glasses in the evening. Room temperature water tends to be gentler on digestion than ice-cold water, particularly first thing in the morning. And your urine color remains the simplest, most reliable check-in you have. Pale yellow generally means you're well hydrated, while dark yellow or amber is a sign your body needs more water soon. So there you have it, 5 simple morning drinks that can support healthy kidney function, calm inflammation, and give your body a genuine head start starting tomorrow morning. Beet juice widens blood vessels and improves blood flow to your kidneys through natural nitrates. Hibiscus tea supports healthy blood pressure, one of the 2 biggest threats to long-term kidney health. Cucumber mint water solves the hidden dehydration problem that most seniors don't even realize they have. Dandelion Root Tea gently supports the liver-kidney partnership that clears waste from your bloodstream. And plain water is the foundation underneath everything else. Without it, none of the other benefits can fully take hold. Here is the most important thing I want you to take away from today. Kidney decline after 60 doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly, quietly, from years of small daily habits stacking on top of each other. But protection works exactly the same way. Small, consistent choices made every single morning can add up to a real, measurable difference over months and years. You don't need to add all 5 of these drinks tomorrow. Even starting with just 1 is a meaningful step in the right direction. Your kidneys have been working for you, silently, every second of every day for your entire life. The very least you can do is give them a better start each morning. If this video helped you today, please consider sharing it with someone you care about. A parent, a spouse, a close friend, anyone over 60 who deserves to know this. You could make a real difference in someone's health just by passing this along. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that now, because next week we're covering the everyday habits that are quietly straining your kidneys without you ever realizing it, and most people are doing at least 3 of them without knowing it. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video.